Hello guys, Denver here, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a bit of a different video today, because I had a video planned, but I just don't feel up for it. I'm a bit sick right now. But today we are going to be ranking every single Fortnite creative device. Shout out to Richie Tunes. His link will be in the description for making this. He is absolutely insane. I saw he made a video on it a few months ago, and I wanted to do my version of it because it looked extremely cool. And there might be a few devices that aren't actually on this tier list that are in the game right now, but this is from 3 months ago. This is definitely the newest one I could find. So yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with the speed booster. Oh yeah, by the way, the categories are S tier, which is basically absolutely insane. You need this. A tier, very good. B is pretty good. C is about average. D is below average. F is absolutely horrendous, and then haven't used. There's a few that I haven't used and messed around with, so I'm gonna put those ones there. But yeah, speed boost, I'm gonna put it at I'm gonna put it at C tier. It doesn't have much use, it doesn't get used much, but it's still a pretty good device when you do need to use it. Skydive volume, I don't know where to put this one. I think this one's really good. It could be S or A. It's definitely going in the A tier. By the way, these are not in order. They're each get their own category. Skydive volume definitely gets an A. We've needed this one for a while now. By the way, sorry if the video is going to be quite a while. I just wanted to rank this, and it seemed pretty cool. Launchpad, it's I'm gonna give it a C tier because it's average. It doesn't have much use other than being a launchpad, but being a launchpad is still pretty good. I might put it in D tier. Since it's creative devices, I'm gonna put it in D tier. Yeah. Pinball flipper. I know the pinball bumper is pretty good, but I'm gonna put the pinball flipper at C tier because I've barely ever used this thing, and when I do use it, it's kind of pointless because when you have where's the pinball bumper? I don't know where it is, but yeah. Anyways, that one's much better. And yeah, the crash pad device. I haven't messed around with it much, but it's actually not the best. But I don't have a proper ranking for it, so I'm gonna put it at having used. Air vent gallery. Now this is actually quite an insane one. The air vent gallery is pretty good. I'm gonna put it at B tier just because I use it quite a lot, and it's pretty good whenever you do use it. But it's not A or S tier, definitely. Timed objective, first S tier. This device, oh my god. This is one of the best devices in the game, I would say. I really like this device. This is an extremely good device, and it is extremely useful for basically everything. I use this in all my box fights and zone war maps and everything like that. I use it for probably almost every map. It's extremely good. And yeah, that's why it's definitely going in the S tier. Objective device. I know this is useful for a lot of maps. I don't make objective device type maps, but I definitely know it's extremely good and extremely useful. But it's not A or S tier worthy, so I'm definitely putting it at B tier. Prop manipulator. I don't know whether to put this at A or S just because it is so good. I'm gonna put it at A for now because it is quite buggy. It has a few bugs from what I know of, and yeah, this device. What does this device get? Target gallery. This device is just now that we have sentries and guards, it's kind of pointless to be using this. I use this sometimes, but that's about it. I'm gonna put it at D tier. It's just not that useful, not that good. Switch. This is definitely S tier. Ever since this came into the game, everybody has been using this device. Everybody that I know has been using this Switch device. It is so good for everything. Player counter. I'm gonna put this at A tier. It's not S tier worthy, but it's definitely A tier. It's been used for so many placement point systems, so many amazing things in creative this has been used for. Character device. I'm definitely putting that at B tier. I would put it at A tier, but since it costs so much memory, sorry my mic was bugging out for a second. This is definitely going at the B tier. This is extremely good, but it costs 2,500 memory per character, which is insane. Oh, sorry, my mic's just bugging out a bit. Sorry about that. But yeah, this one, it's good, but it's about average. This is the locker changing room. This is pretty good device, but it's just not that useful. You can put it in like your pregame lobby or whatever, but that's about it. XP device, I'm gonna put it at average just because I'm gonna put it at, like, I've tried to use it, but I'm gonna put it at haven't used because I haven't really used it because I have never gotten an XP in a map. Glow gallery, I'm gonna put that at D tier. It's just not that useful. I don't use it much, and you don't really need it for mechanics or anything. You can use it for like showing people they're a certain level or something. But yeah, I'm actually gonna put it at C tier because it is a little useful. Campfire, C tier, average. It's just a C tier, yeah, average. It's just a campfire. Same with all these like car devices things. Putting these all at C tier because they're all just like cars, gonna be honest, or like, what's it called? They're all just vehicles. Surfboard is like an actual new one that hasn't been in the game before, so for that I'm give you a C tier. Never mind. I'm putting all of these at C tier because they're all just vehicles. The ball device, I'm gonna put this. It's so old and it's never been updated, so for that I'm putting it at D. It's not F tier. I have used it like once, maybe, but yeah. Supply drop, I'm putting this at B tier. Should I put this at B tier or C tier? I'm putting it at C tier, even though it's pretty, not B tier. It's pretty good. It's pretty useful for actual supply drops. Before we had to make our own supply drops, it was like extremely weird. RNG device, definitely putting this at A. This is an extremely useful device, even though it's old, but it's amazing. Perception trigger, haven't used ever. I don't know how to use that. It's extremely complicated. I haven't needed to use it for any maps. Dance mannequin, C tier. It's just a dancing mannequin, doesn't mean much. Attribute trigger. Now, I haven't used this for many maps, but I do know that so many map makers use this, and I think it's insane. So for that, I'm putting it at A tier, because apparently it's really, really good. Supported creator device, I'm putting this at C tier. I know it gets people to use your code more, but that's really all it does. And it can be exploited, sadly. So for that, I'm putting it at C tier. Now, next, we got a mounted turret, again, just like prop vehicle type thing. Gas pump. It's a gas pump. I don't really know what it does. VFX device. I do not make many maps with these, but I have definitely heard from a lot of people. Actually, I have used this in a map or two. Oh, wait, which one is this? Is this a VFX device? Is this a VFX? Oh, yeah, this is a VFX manager. I'm stupid. Definitely going in the... I don't know if I would put this in A or B tier. It's definitely... No, it's above these. It's A tier. Capture area, it's kind of mid. I don't use it much. You could use class selector anyways, or is it good for capture the flag maps? I'm putting it in C tier. It's definitely high C tier. No, not C tier. C tier. There we go. Speaker, I sometimes use it, but it's not that good or useful. As you can make your own sounds or something like that. It's not the most useful. It's barely ever been updated. It's still decent, so I'm putting it at C tier for that. Actually, no, I'm putting it at D tier. It's not that useful. Hover platform, it's not useful anymore because we have so many other ways to make things float in the sky. It's not useful. I don't know whether to put this at D or F. I don't know whether to put this at D or F because it's just not useful. It's not used ever, so like I've used it in the past, but it's just a floating platform. Pretty at D. Explosive device, one of the best devices in the game. I need this for half of my maps. S tier. I do not care what you say. S tier. It's so good. Damn it. Again, this is just a trap. No, I'm gonna get all the traps right now. Just put them in C tier. They're just mid. They're just traps. Should I make a whole new category just for traps? No, I'm gonna do that. How do you make a new category? Huh. Can I make a new category? Can I make a new category? Yeah. Make a new. I'm making a new category. It's gonna be traps slash vehicles. There we go. Putting all of these here because they're just traps or vehicles. That's it. Putting these all here because they're just traps or vehicles. They don't really. I'm not really making a ranking for them because they're not bad, but they're not good. They're just traps and vehicles. There we go. I think we got all of them. Oh, mounted turret. You almost slipped through. Launch pad. That's about good. This is not an actual trap. Chiller trap slash vehicle. Are there any more traps or vehicles? There's 80k cannon. Are there any more armored battle bus? This thing, I don't even know what that is. Are there any more? This cannon. I think that's about it for traps or vehicles. I think we got all of them. Yeah. Also, why is there a hover platform? But here is. Wait, where's the hover platform? I just saw a hover platform. Am I just stupid? Never mind. Might just be dumb. But yeah. There we go. Now that we have those out of the way, we can rank actual devices now. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, there's a hover platform here. You're going with your friend. Why is there two of them? I don't know. There's a VFX device manager. I'm gonna put that at A just because it manages a VFX device. Timer. I know it's a basic device, but it's so useful. I'm putting it at B tier. It's extremely useful, but it's just a timer, so I can't put it at A or S, sadly. So we got the HUD pop-up thing. I'm putting it at B tier just because it's pretty good, but it's not as good as these things. HUD message, on the other hand, A tier. It's useful for so many things. You do not understand. Sorry if I keep moving with the mic. I just have to blow my nose. But yeah, it's so useful for basically every message you can imagine. Billboard, again, like the HUD message, simple but amazing. It's so good. It's so good. Billboard I use in like probably every single map, I would say. Item spawner, I would say about C tier. It's extremely good. I use it a lot, but it's just kind of a mid device. You don't really need much. Player spawn, S. You literally need this. You need this for your map to work. So that's the only reason I'm putting it there. Checkpoint, I'm gonna put that at B. This type of device, F. You literally don't need it anymore. There's a way better timer right here. You don't need this. You don't need this anymore. It's literally useless. Why is this still in the game? Trigger, S tier. In my opinion, best device in the game. Best device in the game, in my humble opinion. It's just such a good device. Here, one second. I gotta drink some water. There we go. But yeah, it's so good. I use it for basically everything in every map. Now, we got the Lamatron, like the thing where it shows the people on screen. Mid device, gonna be honest. It's not the best device in the world, but it's pretty decent. It's you could use it for things. Button, A tier, such a good device. Why are we getting into all the good devices now? No, button, should I put an S tier button? Button is actually useful for so many different things. I don't care. Button is just iconic. Sequencer, I'm putting the sequencer at B tier. Sequencer is quite good, but it's just not as good as these things up here. Sequencer is pretty good. I use it quite a bit. What the hell is this thing? I don't think anyone uses this. What the hell is this? I've never seen this in my life. I think that's a color tile where you like color it with the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I've never used that in my life, and it's been out since creative started. Basic storm controller. I'm putting this at B because it's not as good as the advanced storm controller. If it's even on this tier list. Is it even on this tier list? No. If it's just for all storm controllers that we're counting this as, definitely putting that at A. Sorry about that. It's so good. I love this device. It's useful for basically everything. Fireflies. It's just fireflies. It's literally just fireflies. No, just for that, I'm putting it in F tier. It's just fireflies. Why not just add this into the VFX device? Prop mover. I'm putting it. Should I put that in A tier or B tier? I'm saying B plus tier, whatever the hell that is. B plus tier goes to the prop mover. It's extremely good. Radio, it's not really useful, and not many people use it anymore. I'm putting it at D tier. Creature spotter. This is quite useful, but it's just kind of a mid device, you know? It's not that useful. It's just a creature that spawns. Wildlife device on your head, that's a B tier. That is quite good for spotting animals. Well, that's all it does, but it's still insanely good because we've never had that before. Damage volume. Thank God we got this as a prop, or else I would have cried the rest of my life. Damage volume. I'm putting it at B tier. It's quite good. What are these things? Oh yeah, they're the zappers that you use in death runs. D. They're pretty bad, to be honest. You can make your own custom ones now. Notice for that I'm putting it in F tier. They're just bad. You can make your own custom zappers. Not just use these ones, which they need to be on grid as well, which makes them even worse. Yeah, they're just terrible. This thing. Damage upper. C tier. It makes your damage go higher. That's about all it does. Health manager. This is definitely an A tier. Or B tier. This is insanely good. Health power up. Makes people regen easily. Traps vehicles. This is a tank. Elimination manager. Definitely an A tier. 100%. Elimination manager is extremely good. It's really, really good. Elimination manager. It's useful and it's really good for basically everything. Sentry, I'm putting it C tier. I use it, it's pretty good, but it's not the most useful. It just spawns a dude. Skydome on the other hand, I think Skydome is definitely, I think it's an S tier. I think it's another S tier. Skydome has been so useful ever since it came out. It's such a good device. It's so zesty. I know a lot of people use it. I use it sometimes even, and I don't even make aesthetic maps. It's pretty good though. Fire, it's C tier. It just spawns fire. It's pretty good though. Lock device, B tier. It's pretty good. It locks door. Not for that, I'm putting it C tier. It just locks the door, but it's still pretty good. Barrier, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care that I get made fun of. S tier. Barrier is an S tier. It's so good. I use it, but no, I'm putting it in A tier because it's just a barrier. Never mind. It's just a barrier. It's so good though. I don't care if I get made fun of for putting barrier in A tier. I use it all the time. Light. This one's actually quite an underrated device. I'm putting it up at B tier. I know it just makes light, but it's still quite good for that. Trick tile. I'm putting this at B tier. I still use it nowadays to get rid of stuff. I used it in a build fight map recently. Sorry about that. It's quite good though. HUD manager, B tier. It's pretty good for doing stuff. Like, it's good if you want to remove something from someone's HUD, and that's about it. Tracker. Do I even have to explain? Map makers will know what I mean. I'm not even gonna explain this one. One of the best devices in the game. So good. Map indicator. It's kinda B tier. No, not B tier. C tier. It's not the best device in the world. It's decent. for maps with like mini BRs or something. Player reference, on the other hand, that's definitely an A tier. Definitely an A tier. Player reference is extremely good. It's really good for managing players and doing stuff with players. Download device, it's decent, I would say. It's pretty good in some case scenarios, but I don't use it. You don't even need to use it a lot. Why are there so many ads on my screen, bro? Like, holy, I don't want ads on my screen. No, 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 no. Almost just clicked on one. Okay. Definitely don't want to do that. But yeah, now we got this real-time clock. It's decent, but I haven't really messed around with it. I'm gonna put it in the haven't used category. Why the hell is this thing still in the game? Nobody uses this. The scoreboard device. Nobody uses this. Bottom of the S tier. The worst. No, bottom of the F tier. Worst of the worst. Worst device in the game. Nobody uses this. No one wants this. No one loves this device. Why is this even in the game? It's so bad. As well as it's not even off grid. That would make it maybe a low D tier, but it's not even off grid. It's so bad. If it had some customizable options and was off grid, it might be like C tier. But this is so bad. It has to be on grid, and it has no customizable options. It's so horrendous. Okay, moving on. We have matchmaking portal, B tier. It's just a C tier. It's just a matchmaking portal. Pretty good though. Okay, we gotta speed up. This video is probably getting extremely long. Now we got the hologram thingy, C tier. No, I'm putting it in D tier. It's not that good. It's not that good. It's overrated, I'd say. Class manager, I use this all the time. A tier. I do not care. Item granter as well. A tier. A tier device. A tier. It's so good. It's underrated, man. Now, item remover. I haven't really used this, but I could say it would probably be good. Vending machine. You can make it your own. I would say like F tier or D tier, but now that they've actually added some customizable options to it, I'm definitely putting like more customizable options to it. I'm definitely putting it at C tier. It's not that good still. But yeah, fishing rod. It's just a fishing rod, man. It's just a fishing rod. And also, you can make your own like fishing rod spawner if you want, but this is just a fishing rod. This thing, conditional button, quite good device, I would say. Coins. There's coins. Class selector. Going up there with the class designer. A tier. Fishing area. I'm gonna say C tier. Actually, no. Should I put it B tier or C tier? I have no idea. Fishing area. C tier. Stored in the stone. No, my grammar's so bad. Sword in the stone. Damn it. I'm putting this in D tier. It's kinda bad. Nobody uses this device. Nobody uses it. Creeping cardboard, same thing. Nobody uses it. Consumables, on the other hand, B tier. A lot of people use it. Chests. Why is this still here? It's just a chest. It's just a chest. Prop. I think it's prop manager. Yeah, prop manager. I haven't really used it much, but I've used it in the past. C tier. End game device. A tier. Do I have to explain? It's really, really good. No, I don't think it belongs in A tier. It belongs in B tier though. Definitely. Save device. This is an A tier. This is what I call an A tier. Save device is so good for basically everything. Team settings and inventory. I use it a lot. I'm gonna get made fun of, but B tier device. It's pretty good. Race manager. I haven't really used that one, so I'm not gonna rank it. Water. A tier. We've needed this for so long, and we finally got it. Round settings. A tier. It's pretty good. pretty solid, I would say. Score manager. I don't know whether to put this in S tier or A tier. What do we have left? I think I'm putting it in A tier. I can't put it in S tier with these godly devices, but it's definitely up there in the A tier. High A tier. Signal remote manager. I don't know about the signal remote things, but I haven't really used it, so I can't confirm whether it's that good or not. This thing, grid, like the slidey thing, it's kind of a mid device. Speed upper, the thing that makes you go fast. Yeah. Guard device. I haven't really used it. I'm not gonna rank it. We're ending off with 2 S tier devices. Mutator zone, S. Teleporter, S. Do I have to explain myself? But yeah, this is my tier list of all Fortnite creative devices, as you can see here. I think that's pretty good. Video out soon about other things, but I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!